Welcome back to the Dolo podcast. We back again. On the last one, it was like a little opening, introductory episode. I was feeling like I wasn't really into it. Had me second guessing myself, doubting myself, and like feeling like maybe this wasn't for me and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, all right, do I need to push myself to get past that and keep going? Believe in yourself, keep striving. On days you don't want to do it, you know what I'm saying? Find the joy in it. It's just a working process, you know what I mean? So for anybody out there who's like in a creative like rut or trying to be creative and like being doubtful, man, just like don't let that eat you up. You gotta work past that. No matter what. Post those videos, make those videos. Um, whatever you like to do, just do it. You know what I'm saying? It don't even gotta be videos. It don't gotta be nothing that pertains to anything like that. Definitely just want to make sure that we praise ourselves and work in action and just be. So we got started off with a little motivation, a little positivity. We're gonna always keep it light here at the P Dolo podcast. Don't get it twisted. Like I said before, no topic is off limits. We here to talk about everything. So with that being said, we gotta come out the gate with what's going on in the world and like what I feel like is the biggest thing to talk about right now, to be honest with you, which is the Epstein files, Epstein Island. We're gonna definitely get into that. Welcome to the P Dolo podcast. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Welcome back. If you're here for the first time, I appreciate you. Hope you stay logged in. Hope you stay tuned in. Like, subscribe, do all those things. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it moving. P Dolo podcast. We want to talk about Epstein Island and all that. We want to get into all that. But my whole thing is like, it's clearly deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? It's clearly bigger than that. It's clearly more stuff going on. He's like the fall guy, I would want to say, but he's not even really like a fall guy. He's really just like the low level crime boss. He's like if you're playing a video game or something like that, or even watching an action movie or whatever. He's like the one of the bouncers in the club, or he's like maybe he'll get like a couple lines in the movie or in the game. You might get a couple lines before he just gets, done up real quick. You already know if he's gonna be the face of what's going on. He got his own island. Imagine how many islands there are. Imagine how many of the real people who you'll never hear their names or see their faces. Imagine what they got, what they doing, what they're gonna continue to do and keep doing. Now I don't know. I'm just speculating. I ain't speaking nothing that I know about, so don't come for me. Don't come for me. But this is just my thinking. These are my theories. But again, it's all entertainment. You know what I'm saying? It's all entertainment. So don't even take anything that I'm saying here too serious. Because here at the P Dolo podcast, we always want to keep it light. We always want to keep it moving. But this right here, we need to talk about this. So first and foremost, I just want to say, like, for all the people who was on their conspiracy theories for so long, and they was really on that. Like, I used to be on a train, so like on the trains in the city, boom, what you would see is these dudes, and I ain't gonna lie, like they were either usually like Puerto Rican dudes, not even like Spanish dudes, or like white dudes for the most part. And they really was always preaching that, yo, do you know about the Illuminati? This, da 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 da. Early conspiracy, crazy talk, handing out cards on the train, like the internet, whatever. You start seeing stuff, hearing stuff. It was so much stuff that got scrubbed off the internet that I used to read back in the day that would really tell you about all the stuff that's going on. And a lot of people listen. I don't know if I believe it myself 100%, but these are topics that definitely are interesting and worth looking into. Whether or not you believe it or not, that's up to you. I'm not saying that I even believe it 100%, but listen, you got to know all sides. Fake, true, false, whatever. It's good to know, just to have the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So just in case. So it's like, the people that knew for a minute about what was going on. All this stuff, all the secret society, crazy, creepy, nasty shit that they doing for real. Let's keep it a buck. Like all that Epstein shit is fucking sick. You know what I'm saying? Sick what they doing, but it's nothing that we didn't know when like people was acting like turn a blind eye, and I get it. Yeah, I get it. It don't affect you directly, and you gotta live your life. You gotta go to work. You gotta pay your bills. You gotta do all this stuff. So you don't want it to even be in your ear. You don't even want to think about that. Like get that out your mind. You try to live positive, but this is the reality of the situation. So I understand people that be like, nah, that shit fake. That shit's not real. They not doing no rituals. They not doing no demon shit. They not doing no shit. There's no such thing as this, da 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 da. My whole point of what I try to believe in, what I try to say, what I try to think and talk about is like, yo, you don't know shit. You feel me? Like keep it a buck for real. You don't know shit. I don't know shit. Nobody don't know shit. You know what you could read, learn, and remember, and think that might be something that might be the way. But what do we fucking know for real? And I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. That's what I'm saying. Y'all tune in to me. Like this is P Dolo podcast. This is what you're gonna hear. If you don't want to hear it, you can stay tuned in though. Don't tune out. You know what I'm saying? Cause like and subscribe. But anyway, it don't make no sense how all of this was going on for so long and people knew about it. And then like a lot of people denied it. So it's just like now what? Because I'm reading the files and it's like a lot of crazy stuff. Joe Biden, he was shot dead. They saying that's a lie. Jay-Z, Pusha T, they saying that's a lie. Bill Clinton, Hillary saying they want to go to trial and knock everybody down, take everybody down. Listen, man. This is what happens when you're dealing with snakes. You're going to get snaked out. So I'm not surprised. I'm waiting for the cards to unfold. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Trump, whatever I've heard some dirty shit about him. He doing this with the minors and picking out the kids and all this. How is that guy still president? It don't make no fucking sense. How about half of these people still walking around? I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, and this is the world that you gotta think about that we living in. And it's like, how the fuck are you supposed to go to work and do this? This is why I'm like, yo, I understand you got bills and all this shit, but yo, you gotta talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying? So tune in to the P Dolo podcast because this is like an ongoing topic. We're gonna keep covering this. Like, this ain't the one and only episode about this, but I definitely had to get this episode off about this. You feel me? Because this is for real, real. And if y'all ain't waking up and paying attention, y'all gonna see. Don't let me be the one to tell you. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta really talk about this because I'm hearing that they in the files. You see stuff online and you try to look into it, see if it's real, and like there's no information to come back to whether it's real or not. It's like, oh, he's made up accounts. Oh, somebody accounted that. Oh, somebody was there and said this. And it's like, all right, why the fuck? Okay, well, I understand why they would just release 3 million pages worth of shit to throw people off. But now my whole shit is like, this shit is so crazy, so outlandish, so much shit be happening. What is there to really think is real or not in the files? If you follow gematria, if you follow all that type of stuff that people be talking about online with the ritualistic stuff and spirits and spells and secret societies and all that, that stuff be making a lot of fucking sense. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. Like, coincidences, they be adding up. You know what they say about coincidences, man. So like I said, I don't really believe in that. But honestly, that's something to look into. You have to like keep your eye on that. Keep your eye on that. You know what I'm saying? Keep your eye on that. For real, for real. And I said, we gonna always keep it light. This ain't gonna be one of them conscious type of podcasts, but that's the type of time that sometimes we gonna be on at the P Dolo podcast. So get with it or get out. Nah, I'm just kidding. You don't gotta get out. But you know, get wise. Wise up. That's what I'm here to do. If you ain't tuned in, how you supposed to be tuned in? When you tune in to me, you're gonna get tuned in. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it going. He ain't want no black people on Epstein Island. He ain't say black people. He's saying that Diddy was the route for all the black people to take to get freaked out. Epstein was the white people freaks. Diddy was the other freaks. They had the probably had the old. And the bottom line, they all come together. It's one big conglomerate. It's one big umbrella of sick shit that you just like is a wheel of bullshit that keeps going on behind the scenes. But this shit is getting unraveled, and they say this shit would happen in 2026. That's the crazy shit. Like that's why you really gotta be like, damn, pay attention. You think shit be out of the realm? We in the realm. Like, what do you think is reality and not reality? You know what I'm saying? That's why I be trying to ask people. You be like, oh, you crazy? And be like, oh, you sound crazy. I'm not the one that's doing this shit, making this shit up, seeing this shit, creating this shit, or even speaking this shit. I'm just looking at it from a perspective of full openness on every angle. So I advise everybody to be like that. Don't be closed minded, be open minded. But don't ever, but always just be smart about it. Just be smart about it. You want to be open minded to some dumb shit. Be smart about it. Do your research. Look stuff up. Like I said, a lot of the stuff be sounding crazy, even to me. But then when you start seeing things over and over, it's like, okay, okay, tighten up. Because in the files, they talking about the McDonald's got humans, they serving real human meat. They talking about the Wayfair thing was official. They talking about Michael Jackson, God rest that man's soul, was trying to save the kids from the pedophiles in Hollywood, in the music business, taking them to where he was at so he can get them away. All the people that they try to accuse back in the day came out and said that their parents made them do that. So we're not going to ever slander Michael Jackson's name, especially on the P. Dolo podcast, especially in 2026 when the Michael Jackson movie's coming out. And you know I'm getting dressed up, and you know we going out heavy, and you know we rolling deep to the Michael Jackson movie. So we'll never slander the king of pop. We'll never slander the king of music. So I'm so happy to see that he wasn't on no weirdo shit, because you already know they was trying to slime my mans out for the longest time, talking that bullshit about my son. But it's alright, man, because you know, the good will prevail, always. The good will prevail. And it might not happen today, it might not happen tomorrow. Shit, it might not happen in any of our lifetimes, but we gonna be alright. We gonna fucking be alright. Like I said. You know, sometimes I get worked up, because, you know, it's just like, damn. You do what you gotta do. You take care of the shit that you gotta take care of. And meanwhile, there's some other shit going on. Motherfuckers with the babies and the kids and the shit. That shit gets me tight. If it don't get you tight, then you fucked up too. Like, what type of sick individual type of shit is going on here? It don't make no sense to me. So we gotta talk about it. We had to talk about it. Low key. High key. Fuck a low key. You know what I mean? A lot of shit is crazy. Like, these shit's been out for years though. And it's just like, do you believe it? You got guys like motherfucking the dude, can't remember his fucking name. He said they was turning the frogs gay in the water. He been talking about this shit for a minute. But niggas ain't believe him. Motherfuckers ain't believe him. Who else? There's mad shit out there. That it used to be way more shit out there. But they honestly they took mad shit off the fucking internet about this shit. So y'all gotta really lock in and do y'all research. Y'all gotta really look outside of what y'all know. Because if you following something the one way, and that goes for everything. If you only following conspiracies and all that shit, you gotta get out of that too and try to dive into some other shit. But also stay locked in on everything. That's my whole thing. Like, just stay locked in on everything. You know what I mean? Just stay locked in on everything. You feel me? They talking about the great reset with the whole Epstein Island, how they like pushed it all out on purpose so they can act like they cleansing the world or the system, the structure, so they can just do even more dirty and evil shit behind the scenes, as they will continue to do until somebody really like, this ain't a fucking movie, y'all. There's no Justice League. There ain't no fucking Avengers. There ain't no John Wick, Matrix. None of that shit is going on. The bad guys be winning in this motherfucker. So y'all gotta lock the fuck in for real. Cause we here to talk about it. And yo, they try to take this down, and if y'all shit start happening, just know I'm not suicidal or none of that shit. But nah, let me stop playing. Cause this is all entertainment. I'm just bullshitting. Whatever went down is sick. We don't, as a people, we gotta really come together as like what we gonna take a stand on. And if kids being fucked with and killed and people innocent, like whatever, all that sick shit. If y'all still not gonna come together on that and be like, what the fuck is that? And still be divided after finding out that, you still making excuses, still doing whatever the fuck. If y'all really gonna sit there and not feel a certain type of way and really demand some type of shit, then what the fuck are we really doing as a people? Like, what are we doing as a people? Like, what are we doing as a country? What are we doing as human beings? Fuck this country. What are we doing as a whole fucking population across the globe as people if this is what the fuck we're going to be able to tolerate without taking a stand? And I ain't trying to start the motherfucking revolution. I ain't Che Guevara. I'm here talking because I got to get this shit off my chest. And if we could all talk about it, maybe we could all start making a movement about it. I ain't against that. But hey, you never know how shit gets done, how shit goes down, and how shit could be. Just keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open to the bullshit. There's a lot of shit, man. There's a lot of shit going on. And it's like it's all tied into everything. I was just like looking at it and it's just like tied into everything. Whatever you consume on the TV, movies, any big show that you have on the TV that they stream millions upon millions, be watching this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just always something to look at and be on alert about. And it's fucked up. It gotta be that way. This is the world that we live in. And like the Epstein shit is only like a little piece of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep doing my diving into it and like really look into that more and see. Along with everything. Like, and just keep giving y'all the information and just keep staying tuned in and keep passing it along. Cause like I said, this is ongoing. Like, and no topic is off limits at the Dolo podcast. So we're gonna always keep it moving, keep it going, and keeping y'all tuned in, keeping y'all locked in. Because if you tune in, you locked in. Remember that. All right, we did a whole long intro, beginning of the first half about Epstein, and I didn't want to really go into too much detail about like the crazy stuff that I was reading. Cause like I don't want to give that light, you know what I'm saying? Because I try to keep it like cool, calm here at the P Dolo podcast. I had to get some stuff off my chest about the situation, of course, and let y'all know like that this real shit is going on. But at the end of the day, like we're not gonna give it too much light here. We're not gonna go into too much detail about certain things. That's up to you to do your own research if you want to do that. This ain't that type of place for that. This is more of like a letting y'all know what's up. You know what I mean? But yeah, we gonna keep it moving. I just feel like it's. I just want to say, my condolences to the victims and their families, and I hope everybody that fucking put them through anything rots in hell. And that's my thoughts on that. Every last one of you motherfuckers out the paint, like for real, it makes no sense why they still walking around. So yeah, man, it's nothing really more to say about that. We gonna keep it moving. I mean, if any more crazy shit happens, um, I'll look into it and just give my thoughts about it. Like I said, man, fuck all that. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know that it's bigger than what it is. Y'all know that as a people, we gotta Just stay locked in and be tuned in, man. That's my message for this episode. Make sure that y'all always stay true to what y'all do, man, to yourselves and everything. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, we at the Dolo podcast, we like to keep it a little short and sweet. Like we don't need to drag it on for too long because we're gonna keep it going, keep it pushing, keep it moving, keep cranking them out. You feel me? Keep getting into them and keep delivering that good content for y'all and all types of new topics. There's new things happening every day. So just want to end with a positive message, man. Y'all stay in y'all light, stay in y'all love. Don't anybody let you get off your 1-2s. You know what I mean? And of course, y'all stay tuned into the Dolo podcast. Y'all like and subscribe. Y'all do all that good stuff that y'all need to do. Thank y'all for tuning in. To the next one. Peace.